Now step into the mesmerizing world of Sigma females and discover what makes them roll their eyes with epic levels of sass. These fiercely and unapologetically independent souls march to the beat of their drum. But beware, certain annoyances can ignite their inner rebellion. From cringe-worthy, shallow conversations to the exhausting pressure to conform, Sigma females are not here for it. And don't even get them started on the endless pursuit of social status. It's a race they'd rather not join. Join us on this journey to uncover what really grinds the gears of Sigma females. Simply put, what irritates them to the core. Get ready for a dose of attitude mixed with insight as we navigate the unique quirks and challenges these nonconformist individuals face. It's time to embrace the rebel within and explore the world through the eyes of a mesmerizing, menacing Sigma female. Please like, share, and subscribe. Your support means a lot to us and our community. Now, ladies, let's get started, shall we? At number 1, Sigma females frequently feel unsettled by the prevailing culture of immediate satisfaction that dominates society. Sigma females often feel out of sync with today's culture, which seems to prioritize instant gratification above all else. A culture fueled by technology and social media that's all about quick fixes and immediate pleasure. It's like everyone's in a rush for the next dopamine hit, forgetting about the deeper stuff that really matters in life. For these deep-thinking, patient souls, it's a bit of a head-scratcher. They're all about meaningful connections, hard work, and chasing goals that actually mean something. While everyone else is chasing after fleeting highs, Sigma females are playing the long game, aiming for those rich, lasting achievements that make life truly fulfilling. This clash of values often leaves them feeling like the odd ones out. It's tough finding kindred spirits who appreciate the beauty of patience and the sweet satisfaction of achieving something truly worthwhile amidst a sea of instant gratification junkies. Number 2, the constant expectation of being available and the gradual erosion of personal boundaries due to digital connectivity are significant sources of irritation for Sigma females. In today's hyper-connected world where your phone buzzes like a restless bee at all hours, it's hard to draw the line between work and play. Emails, texts, and calls demand instant replies, even on weekends or during midnight snack raids. It's like the world thinks we're all superheroes on call, right? But for Sigma females, this constant connectivity is a tough pill to swallow. They value their alone time like a treasure chest of creativity and inner peace. Being expected to always be on feels like having a never-ending Zoom meeting. They'd rather escape to a desert island, with Wi-Fi, of course. These digital nomads know the importance of unplugging. They see it as vital for sparking new ideas, pondering life's mysteries, and actually having a life. The struggle is real when everyone's buzzing around like busy bees, but Sigma females are on a mission to find their zen in a world of non-stop notifications. At number 3, Sigma females frequently undergo a deep feeling of disillusionment with the norms and expectations set by society. Sigma females often find themselves staring down the barrel of a world fixated on flashy appearances, Instagram-worthy achievements, and the pursuit of fleeting pleasures, like a never-ending episode of Keeping Up with the Joneses. Meanwhile, they're over here waving the flag for authenticity and deep connections, wondering when everyone else will catch on. It's like they're living in a society that's more concerned with polishing the surface than digging deep for real meaning. Talk about a major plot twist in the grand movie of life. This clash between their inner values, think authenticity, intellectual freedom, and meaningful pursuits, and the outside world's obsession with fitting in and shallow success leaves Sigma females feeling like they're stuck in an alternate reality. But hey, instead of throwing in the towel, they double down on their principles. They're on a quest for genuine fulfillment, diving into personal growth, chasing intellectual highs, and building relationships that go beyond small talk. It's like they've got their own secret mission in a world that sometimes feels like a giant game of superficial charades. At number 4, a frequent obstacle for Sigma females is maneuvering through a culture that doesn't prioritize solitude and introspection. One common challenge faced by Sigma females is navigating a culture that doesn't prioritize solitude and introspection. In a society where solitude is often equated with loneliness or antisocial behavior, Sigma females often find themselves misunderstood and sometimes stigmatized for their need for alone time. They value solitude as a source of strength, creativity, and self-discovery, using it to recharge and reflect on their experiences and beliefs. However, societal biases towards constant socialization and the misconception that being alone signifies unhappiness or social failure can be frustrating for Sigma females. This misunderstanding can lead to unwelcome intrusions into their private time and pressure to engage more than they're comfortable with. Despite these challenges, Sigma females continue to embrace their need for solitude, recognizing it as essential to their well-being and an integral part of their identity. They hope for broader societal acceptance that solitude can be a choice reflective of self-sufficiency and a desire for deep introspection, rather than a sign of detachment or discontent. Number 5 on our list. Constant social pressure to be extroverted and outgoing can be quite draining for Sigma females. Imagine being a Sigma female in a world that's all about go big or go home. The constant pressure to be the life of the party feels like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Exhausting and just plain awkward. In this extrovert-centric society, Sigma females are expected to turn on the charm 24/7. It's not just about showing up at parties. It's about performing non-stop like it's Broadway. But here's the twist. For Sigma females, it's draining and feels totally fake. Sure, they love deep talks and meaningful connections, but they'd rather skip the small talk and do it their way, at their own pace. They thrive in spaces where they can kick back and be themselves, valuing quality over quantity when it comes to socializing. The constant push to be more outgoing can leave them feeling like misunderstood introverts in an extrovert's world, not appreciated for who they are, but for how they choose to navigate their own unique path. Before we move forward, Queens, show us some love by giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to the Queenly Quest community. Your support means the world to us. So, smash that like button and buckle up for this thrilling adventure ahead. Now, let's continue our exploration. Number 6. Another issue that often troubles Sigma females is the lack of regard for privacy in today's digital era. For Sigma females, guarding their privacy is like protecting a secret stash of chocolate in a house full of chocoholics. It's precious and needs safeguarding. In today's digital circus, where everyone's spilling their life stories online, Sigma females feel like the last guardians of privacy. They see it all, oversharing galore, from breakfast choices to relationship dramas, laid out for the world to dissect like a reality TV show. It's enough to make them want to hide in a secret bunker with no Wi-Fi. Sigma females believe in drawing a line between public and private. Not everything needs to be a social media spectacle, right? They're all about keeping some things sacred, like a hidden gem in a sea of online noise. But this battle for privacy in a world of oversharing can feel like navigating a minefield. They become selective about what they share and with whom, protecting their personal turf like seasoned privacy ninjas. It's all about setting boundaries and preserving that precious sense of privacy in a world that can't stop broadcasting. Number 7. Sigma. Females are particularly annoyed by superficiality in social interactions and relationships. They strongly dislike conversations and relationships that lack substance, feeling unsatisfied with interactions that are merely maintained for appearances or societal expectations. This superficiality is often encountered in professional networking events or social gatherings, where engaging in shallow exchanges feels like a chore rather than a meaningful connection. They crave authenticity and depth in their interactions, desiring conversations that delve beyond the surface and explore ideas, beliefs, and personal stories. However, the widespread acceptance of superficiality as the norm in social interactions creates a barrier to forming genuine connections. As a result, Sigma females often prefer to retreat to their own company, where they can avoid the need to perform or entertain shallow exchanges. Number 8. Sigma females often feel frustrated by the emphasis on conformity and following trends. In a world where everyone's on a trend train to who knows where, Sigma females are the rebels rocking their own style. They've got this knack for standing out in a crowd that's all about blending in. whether it's rocking a unique fashion vibe or marching to the beat of their own drum. While everyone else is busy following the latest fads and fitting in like puzzle pieces, Sigma females are all about authenticity and marching to their own tune. They'd rather pave their own path than get lost in the sea of sameness. Sure, this independent streak might raise a few eyebrows or earn them the label of being out of touch. But hey, they'd rather be true to themselves than chase after temporary acceptance by becoming fashion clones. It's all about that freedom to be unapologetically unique in a world that sometimes feels like one big fashion show. Number 9. Sigma. Females commonly feel frustrated by the prioritization of material success over personal fulfillment. They notice how society frequently prioritizes individuals based on their wealth, job titles, or possessions, rather than their character or the substance of their contributions. This materialistic standard of success clashes with their principles as they pursue fulfillment derived from personal growth, relationships, and passions. Sigma females feel disconnected from a culture that appears to undervalue intrinsic values, prompting them to establish their own criteria for success that better reflect their ideals and goals. Number 10. Sigma females frequently experience significant frustration due to the lack of critical thinking evident in mainstream conversations. They highly regard logic, reason, and independent thinking, yet they often observe the absence of these qualities in public discussions. Instead, they notice a heavy reliance on sensationalism, emotional appeals, and group consensus. This discourages critical thinking and substantial debate, creating a culture where superficial arguments dominate. Sigma females seek conversations that stimulate their intellect and facilitate profound exchanges of ideas. It disappoints them when society appears to prioritize simplicity and sensationalism over complexity and nuance in discourse. Number 11. Sigma females often find it significantly irritating how aggressive competitiveness is glorified in both personal and professional domains. In many arenas, it's all about who can crush the most souls to climb that success ladder. It's like a constant battle royale out there where aggressive tactics and stepping on toes are celebrated. But for Sigma females, it's a total turnoff. They're all about collaboration, mutual respect, and playing fair. Instead of bulldozing over others, they champion innovation, creativity, and teamwork as the real keys to success. The cutthroat competitiveness? Yeah, they're not here for it. It's like trying to swim upstream in a river of sharks. Sigma females believe in integrity and respect as the golden rules, not the dog-eat-dog world of aggressive competition. So while others are busy elbowing their way to the top, Sigma females are crafting their own path, one built on genuine achievement and lifting each other up, not tearing others down. Because let's be real, success tastes a lot sweeter when you've earned it with integrity intact. Number 12. Something really important for Sigma females is having time to themselves. When someone barges in on their sacred solo time, Sigma females feel like their personal fortress just got stormed. This downtime is their secret sauce for deep thoughts, personal projects, or just kicking back without interruptions or side-eye glances. So when someone butts in, especially over trivial stuff, it's like throwing a wrench into their Zen garden. It's not that they're anti-social, they just cherish their personal bubble and expect others to give it some respect. Urgent matters are one thing, but constant disruptions, that's a recipe for frustration. Imagine finally catching a breath of peace and quiet, only to have someone burst in with a, "Hey, can you pass the remote?" It's like stepping on a Lego in the dark. Ouch! While some might raise an eyebrow at their need for solitude, for Sigma females, it's the key to staying sane and recharging those social batteries. So back off and let them bask in the bliss of alone time. Trust us, they'll thank you for it later. At number 13, Sigma females become particularly irritated when they endeavor to convey their thoughts in a conversation, but are interrupted or talked over. It seems like their opinions aren't valued. It's not just about being unable to finish what they're saying. It reflects a lack of respect for their ideas and contributions. Conversations should focus on exchanging views and learning, not on competing to dominate the discussion. Being interrupted makes them consider leaving the conversation. They don't resort to talking louder or interrupting back because that would be disrespectful and contradicts their belief in being open-minded and showing mutual respect. Even though Sigma females are typically quiet and contemplative, interrupting them disrupts their thought process and makes them feel insignificant. They might appear easy to ignore, but that doesn't diminish the value of their input. Instead of overpowering others, Sigma females prefer to stay silent or step away to avoid unnecessary conflict. Number 14. For numerous individuals, pursuing social status or popularity is crucial, even if it entails losing touch with their true selves. However, Sigma females do not adhere to that approach. They find it exhausting and futile to constantly seek approval or conform to societal norms. It frustrates them when others prioritize these social validations above everything else. Following what society deems important often appears pointless to them. They prefer to pursue their own interests and passions, even if it means standing out. While they appreciate recognition, it's not their primary goal. The idea that a person's value is determined by their social status or number of friends doesn't resonate with them. Unlike some who might cultivate relationships to climb the social hierarchy, Sigma females seek genuine, meaningful connections. Their actions are guided by a desire to stay authentic rather than striving for popularity. Anything less than genuine feels artificial and unsatisfying to them. Number 15. Sigma females encounter a significant difficulty with individuals who are unwilling or unable to comprehend diverse perspectives. It's like talking to a brick wall when they pour their heart out, only to be met with a collective shrug or dismissive glance. This isn't just about having different opinions. It's about feeling invisible and brushed aside. They're not asking for everyone to be on their wavelength, but the lack of effort to understand where they're coming from really gets under their skin. Imagine opening up about something meaningful, only to have it swatted away like a fly because it's not the norm. It's enough to make anyone feel like they're stranded on an island of one. This sense of isolation makes it tough to connect or find common ground, especially in traditional settings. Sigma females are like rare Pokemon, hard to find, but worth the hunt. They won't water down their uniqueness just to fit in. So if you're ready to appreciate their one-of-a-kind perspective, lace up those understanding shoes and get ready to walk a mile in their fabulous, unconventional socks. Number 16. Sigma females often struggle with being trapped in stagnant conversations. Imagine being part of a group where the conversation revolves around trivial matters like celebrity gossip or TV shows. It feels like a waste of time and energy to engage in discussions that don't stimulate or interest them. While small talk can serve as an icebreaker, they quickly grow tired of it. They have little interest in keeping up with the latest trends or celebrity news. Instead, they crave conversations about ideas, experiences, and significant topics that challenge their minds and expand their perspectives. When discussions remain superficial, they struggle to maintain engagement and soon lose interest. This can make social situations challenging, especially where light banter is the norm. It's not that they feel superior to others. They simply find no joy or value in conversations that don't stimulate their intellect or emotions. They would rather be alone than feign interest in a conversation they deem meaningless. Genuine discussions about meaningful topics are what they truly prefer. Number 17. Sigma females are greatly put off by excessively emotional or dramatic behavior. Some individuals tend to blow small issues out of proportion, seeking attention or sympathy in the process. They might escalate minor disagreements into major conflicts or become overly emotional about trivial matters. Sigma females find it perplexing why such drama and emotional displays are deemed necessary. They prioritize logic and prefer to address conflicts and emotions calmly, believing that most issues can be resolved through discussion or compromise. They see little benefit in adding unnecessary complexity to situations with excessive emotions, which can sometimes leave them feeling overwhelmed. It's not that they lack empathy or are insensitive. They simply prefer a more practical approach to resolving conflicts. Their strategy involves seeking practical solutions or moving forward from the issue, even if it may not resonate with everyone but works best for them. Last on our list at number 18, Sigma females become exceedingly frustrated when they receive nonsensical orders. When Sigma females are told to do something that seems about as logical as wearing sunglasses at night, you better believe they'll ask why. If the answers they get are as clear as mud or just plain nonsensical, it's like adding fuel to the fire of their frustration. These independent thinkers value logical reasoning like it's pure gold. So when they're ordered to do something that feels as pointless as trying to teach a fish to ride a bicycle, it's not just annoying, it's a total waste of their brain power. Sure, they're up for challenges and taking charge, but they need a good reason behind it all. Pointless commands throw a wrench in their workflow faster than you can say, "What in the world?" It's like trying to run a marathon blindfolded. It kills their mojo and makes them question why they're even there. That's why they'll be quick to ditch any place that doesn't prioritize common sense and purpose. Because life's too short to waste time on tasks that make zero sense, right? Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, m'ladies, and share it with other unique individuals like yourself. Thank you, queens, for watching. Stay safe. See you at our next one. Bye for now, and God bless.